After more than 3 months on the sidelines, St Kilda skipper Nick Riewoldt would return to lead his side out against the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba. The Lions would also be bolstered by the inclusion of two-time Coleman medal winner Brendan Favola. After a forgettable month, the Lions were desperate to return to the winners list, but would start rank outsiders against one of the competition's flag favourites. With Brendan Goddard and Justin Kosicki late withdrawals and Nick Riewoldt starting on the bench, the Lions took full advantage. James Polkinghorne got the scoreboard ticking with the first for the evening.
And the long shot is good from Polkinghorne. It's very good.
But when Riewoldt entered at the 4-minute mark, the Saints seemed to find their stride. Andrew McWalter burst clear to thread St Kilda's first.
Clever handball to McWalter, who should finish and does.
Their second would soon be etched on the board as live wire Stephen Milne converted from close range. Saint midfielder Lee Montagna collected Nick Riewoldt's crumbs to give the Saints an early lead.
Back of the packs, Montagna should kick the goal.
But the Brisbane intent was clear as Brendan Favola ignited the home side. And when three-time premiership player Luke Power crept forward, they had drawn level.
19 points apiece.
With Brisbane's pressure mounting on the opposition, the unmistakable talent of Brendan Favola was on show for all to see.
Absolutely superb.
Minutes later, he was involved heavily again, notching his third for the evening.
Bang.
And when the 2002 Brownlow medalist Simon Black kicked truly, Michael Voss's men had established an early buffer. St Kilda clearly frustrated in the early exchanges as the Lions would take a 16-point lead into the long break. Ross Lyon's words of wisdom were just the tonic at half-time as the Saints came out full of running. Distance was never going to trouble James Gwilt as he hit the target from outside the arc. Long-range goals seemed to be in vogue as Brett Peake chalked one of his own.
It's dead on line and it's easily covered the ground.
And when Adam Schneider's left shoe was deadly accurate, the Saints had hit the front. With the Saints controlling proceedings, Brisbane needed to stand firm.
Oh, Cornelius! He's not going to be the other guy if he keeps taking marks like that. He'll be the man.
Aaron Cornelius was the young man to provide the spark, with what's sure to be a contender for Mark of the Week with this spectacular effort.
Oh, yeah.
The tension was starting to boil, and directly after the three-quarter time siren, the boys decided to let off some steam.
They've been a bit tetchy all night, these two. All of a sudden there is bushfires starting to spark everywhere, corners.
The match review panel sure to hand out the fines early next week. With the game in the balance, it was time for the five-time best and fairest to assume control. His inspiring mark,
Gwilt and Riewoldt.
and long-distance goal, a gentle reminder of his rare talent.
He is back.
Brent Staker's mark was one for the highlight reel.
Staker thrills the crowd. There's been a couple of lovely grabs tonight.
As was Brendan Favola's fourth goal, but it was a little late.
And he's put it through, I reckon he has.
As Adam Schneider's second for the night put the Lions to rest.
Schneider has nailed it.
A late goal to Ben McAvoy in junk time put the icing on the cake. A 14-point victory leapfrogging St Kilda back into second spot on the ladder.
Go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Brad Seymour, Big Pond Sport.